Hello, I'm very glad that you're here. Welcome to Swatchfest. Always the last Saturday of the month is when I swatch polishes for the polish pickup coming up. If you don't know what that is, I talk about polish pickup at least once or twice a month. Coming up on February 2nd is polish pickup month again. That means in this Swatchfest, I'm going to be swatching some polishes that you can possibly purchase in that polish pickup. And I usually just swatch 2, but this month I have 4. I have 4 of the polish pickup offerings out of like the 100 that are going to be in there to share with you guys this week. So I'm really excited. And I have one from last month as well that I shared with you guys on Instagram and Snapchat, and I did a poll and you guys picked which one you wanted to see first, and that's the one I put in here. So I'll tell you when we get there. First up for red, we're actually going to be talking about Moonshine Mani's polish for polish pickup first because it happens to be red. So the polish that I created this month for the polish pickup, which polish pickup's February theme is Sugar Rush, so like everything sweets, candy, cake, whatever you can think of that's sweet, that's what the theme is. There are so many polishes. There's body products, there's lotions, lip balms, there's even candle melts, there's stamping plates, there's jewelry. There's so many indie products there, you guys, so it's really massive now. And the Moonshine Mani offering is a multi-chrome this month. And my polish was actually inspired not by a candy per se, but actually by an episode of Friends. So if you're a Friends lover, this is the episode where Monica at Christmas time is busily making candy for all of her neighbors, and she puts it out on a basket or like this little hanging thing outside her door. And our neighbors just keep snarfing it up so fast that she can't even make it fast enough. And she's just getting so tired, and she's like, I only have 2 hands, you know, you guys gotta give me a break or whatever. And Chandler's like, why do you keep doing this? And he's like, oh, you want them to like you. And it's just like, it's so vulnerable of her to like admit that feeling. I love that show, you guys. There's so much in that show that I relate to. I didn't pick a candy this month because although we just had Tim's birthday and I definitely indulged in some sweets on his birthday, I've been really trying hard to stay off sugar. So for me to like be thinking too much about sugar and candy inspiration was a little bit difficult for me this month. So that's why I picked an episode from my very favorite TV show, and that got me really excited for this month. Okay, so what's inside this polish? First off, as you can see, it's a rose base primarily, but it's a multi-chrome, so it's shifting from a rose to a copper to an amber. And then just barely at certain angles, it's going to also look lime. And then inside, I put the same shifting multi-chrome as the pigment in this polish. So the multi-chrome flakies in there are gonna shift from rose to copper to amber to green. And then I also have some chameleon glitters in there that shift from red to gold to green. And then I also have some gold hollow flakies. And just a quick reminder with polish pickup, it's a window of time for 4 days. It's starting on February 2nd at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern time, and it runs through the next Monday at midnight Eastern time. And basically you can shop from all these makers in one location, $3 flat rate shipping no matter what you buy. And it's just a chance to really sample from a lot of brands, but they're all limited editions. So you won't be able to get this polish on my website. If you want to purchase it, you need to go to the polish pickup. This is going to retail for $11 and there will be no cap. So now we'll swatch it. So for pink today, we have another beautiful Studio M, you guys. Studio M has quickly become one of my very favorite non-indie brands in the last 2 years. I just absolutely adore them because they have a just really superior drugstore priced product for the quality. They are mass produced as well, just like a drugstore or like OPI or whatever. But you guys, their formula is just always so, so good. So I can't remember the exact price I paid for this, maybe like $3.99. This is Flower Girl. As you can see, it's a purpley pink, which is my favorite kind of pink. I just love it. And it's a great cream formula, almost a one coater. I did 2 coats. It's just so beautiful, you guys. So if you can get your hands on any Studio M, even if you're driving through if you're like a crazy polish lover like me, you would look up on your phone to see where a Myers is, but yeah, anyway, even if you're just like driving through there, you could stop and snag some just for fun to try it. They really are good. So I'm gonna swatch the 2 coats. You guys, let's give it a go. So this week was such a fun week. First off, our Galentine's Day, Valentine's Day, Ladies Celebrating Ladies limited edition duo launched yesterday. These polishes will be around only for a short time, like I explained last week. And it was just such a fun time. I'm really loving to see you guys' reaction to it. I'm really excited for everyone who is telling me that they're gifting their girlfriends the Galentine's Day polish for Galentine's Day. I'm going to a Galentine's Day party this year. It's just such a lot of fun and I'm so excited for it. But yeah, that was a huge highlight of my week. And it was Tim's birthday the day before we launched, and we had a lot of fun. He took the day off and we've just been kind of having like a Tim birthday weekend, and we had a very low-key birthday celebration but a lot of fun together as a family. And oh yeah, we like to give quirky gifts, and so Lincoln gifted this game to Tim. It's the Bob Ross board game. Here's what the inside looks like. Isn't that cute? To go to bed each night, we try to put on something that's not super interesting for Lincoln to watch, but I like something that still keeps my interest. So we turn on Bob Ross on YouTube, and he watches it and gets real sleepy watching Bob Ross paint these landscapes. So we haven't even tried this board game yet. Salem read the rules so that somebody knows how to play it. But I just thought this was really cute, and I thought it would be like a really special thing because Lincoln actually does watch this every single night, and then he could gift it to his dad for his birthday. So this polish is an Orly neon. Surprise, surprise. Orly has so many neons and they do them really well. This actually happens to be one of my lesser favorite neons from them. And please forgive me if this is a throwback and I'm not remembering that it's a throwback, but I found this at Marshall's and so I snagged it because I couldn't remember swatching something called Melt Your Popsicle, but I'm sorry. I probably did. We've swatched through so many Orlys. But anyway, this has a more typical, like old school neon Orly. I feel like now, they're so much better at getting their neons opaque much faster, and they have, in my opinion, the brightest, most opaque neons. But I don't feel like this one's a very good example of it. It's still very beautiful, still very bright. It's a very yellowy orange, and they do have a lot of really gorgeous kind of corally oranges. They have really the whole spectrum. They really, you know, beat everyone out at orange neons, in my opinion. So anyway, this is Melt Your Popsicle. As you're gonna see, this dries very matte, but it's a little bit sheer. So I did 3 coats, and even still then, I could still see a little bit of nail line. Let me go ahead and swatch it, and you guys can see what you think. I do have a bona fide throwback. This is a Rescue Beauty Lounge polish, which we haven't talked about them in a while. This is called Q the Montage, and this is a throwback, meaning if I don't have a polish that fits, then I pull something out from one of my Hummlers and we swatch it again. We probably swatched this 3 years ago or more, maybe even. And like I said, this was a sweet gift, so thank you to my dear friend who gave this to me. This is actually a green. It's not really yellow, but it's a very yellowy green, and it has all this beautiful silver, kind of chunky once it dries down, micro glitter. But as we all know, with polish, I think I wrote in the Galentine's Day video, what did I say? Something about top coat. I said like, top coat elevates everything or something like that, which it truly does. I feel like unless you're, you know, purposefully wanting your polish to stay its matte, you know, dry formula, I feel like top coat just makes everything better. So Q the Montage, like I said, it's this really interesting, beautiful, weirdly fun, yellowy green. And let's go ahead and swatch it. It's good at 2 coats, but greatly benefits from top coat. So what is on my face? First off, you may be thinking to yourself that I took a cruise this week, which I promise you I did not. If I ever go on a cruise or do any kind of fun tropical vacation, you will know about it. It's quite an ordeal to travel in my family, so we'll just see. It's definitely on the bucket list, but okay, get back on topic. I'm a little bit a different coloration than I usually am, and that's because my stubborn self was like, I'm gonna use this foundation. So a while ago, I think I was watching Jamie, I forget her last name right now. Anyway, in her channel, she has dry skin like me, and she was saying that her favorite, or one of her very favorite foundations is this IT CC Cream Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. I picked this up at that little, you know, like you walk through that little maze to go up to check out, and I saw this there, and I was like, oh, cool, light, and she's been talking about how much she loves it. I'm gonna try it. So I bought it, took it home, put it on the back of my hand, and I was like, wow, this is really dark for my skin tone. What's going on? So I looked online, and light is actually not their lightest color. Fair is their lightest color. That's the color that I need. But I went, so that was October, and I just never remembered to take it back to Sephora, and then I put it in the car so that I would like remember next time I was near a Sephora. And I just barely went back. I think it was, yeah, it was on Tim's birthday, and they wouldn't take it back. It had been too long. They only accept things after 90 days or something like that. So I was like, okay, tough buttons, you gotta go ahead and use it. For highlighter today, you guys, I'm using this guy, and I don't remember if I've ever used this before as a highlighter, but I love it. Look at how bright that is. What? Like, what am I doing with my highlighter today? I do not even know, but this was fun how bright it was. This is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Eyeshadow in Iced Latte. Okay, and then on my eyes, I used the Jaclyn Hill palette. Again, I used some different shades. Today, I didn't even go in with an initial lighter shade because I remember that those had shimmer from last time. So I went in with MFEO, Made for Each Other. I remember that. And then I only used one more, the one 2 down from it, Roxanne. So Made for Each Other and Roxanne, and that's all that's on my eyes. So just going for a little kind of orangey warm eye, and that is it. That's what's on my face. Oh, and I don't have any lip product on. I have Jack Black lip balm on because we went to have some Mexican food tonight, and the salsa was so hot, but it was so good. And so I had a lot of salsa, and my lips are definitely paying for it now. What are we, like 4 hours after dinner? And I'm like, ow, ow, ow. So yeah, that's what's on my lips. Okay, 2 non-indies here, and then we have 3 polish pickup polishes in a row coming up for you. So first up, from Zoya, this green. I think I picked this up in my very last Zoya haul. Speaking of Zoya, we will be looking at the Kisses collection. There was kind of like a little, I don't know why my email ever does this, but it like moved a bunch of regular contacts into my junk. Like it was taking all their email and saying it was junk, and so I just wasn't even seeing it for months. I've corrected it, and one of the companies was Zoya, unfortunately. So yeah, we will be looking at the Kisses collection. It should be here any day, and we'll take a look at that. And we'll be looking at the Bridal Bliss collection, which I'm very excited to share with you guys. I bet that nude hollow is gonna be so awesome. I can't wait. But this Zoya is called Shawn, and this one is a beautiful, I mean, look at that color. That's gorgeous. The formula on this one wasn't my favorite. I'm wondering if it was a little bit older. It's just a little bit messy. It was hard to keep out of my cuticles, but by the time I applied this for the second time, I knew that and had a little bit better experience, because I applied it for the live swatching and then I applied it for the photo on a different occasion during the week. And so it was a little bit better experience the second time, but you know, something to note. This one was just okay because the formula was a little bit tricky, but the color is so pretty, and it's a little bit more of like a squishy cream formula, so I like it. This next polish is from Color Club, and this is called Factory Girl. And look at that beautiful bright sky blue. I didn't love this polish, unfortunately. This one was way runnier than the last one even, and it didn't even have the benefit of that beautiful squishiness on the nail. This one is just kind of one of their older, not as great formulas where yeah, I don't know. I mean, the color was okay, but what happened was it was streaky. So at 3 coats, it was still streaky. So for me, that makes me hard to really, you know, it's hard for me to love a polish if it's like that, because then I find myself wanting to do 4 coats, which I just don't do unless the polish is like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So anyway, you may love this, and it was only $1 at Trans Design. I don't know if it's still there, but yeah, it just wasn't my fave. Okay, so next up for purple and neutral, I have 2 actually purple polishes in here, but one's going in the neutral spot. And they're both polish pickup polishes that you can find this next Friday at the Polish Pickup, February 2nd. Okay, November. Okay, so this first one is from a new to me brand, although I did order her January polish, and I have it in my hot little hands. It'll be coming up soon. It's not the one you guys voted to see this week though, so we'll be looking at it soon. This is her February polish, and it is called Tastes Like Purple, and it's like an everything purple polish, which I love. It's so beautiful. Okay, so let me tell you the description of this polish, because there's a lot going on in here. Okay, described as a purple base with purple shimmer, purple metallic flakes, purple to blue shifting iridescent shreds, purple crystal flakes, and holographic microflakes. So the holographic microflakes are the little silver bits, and then everything else is just this beautiful purple blend in a purple base, and it's so pretty. This is a highly textured polish, but as we talked about, use your top coat. You can even use like a glitter leveling topper in between your polish and then your top coat. But it's so pretty, you guys. I love it. It's so sparkly, so rich in color. And this polish, you guys, is going to be retailing for $10. This, I believe, is a 15 milliliter polish. It's nice and big. This is the, I believe, same bottle that Super Chick uses. And it's only $10. And is there no cap? I don't see a cap on here. She's also offering a caramel popcorn wax melt. All my wax melt girls out there, wax makers are getting into the game in the indie shop right now. So if you're crazy about caramel popcorn like me, you're definitely gonna want to check that out. It's like a little cup of wax, like an oval cup, and I'll pop the picture up here for you guys. It's $2.25, capped at 200 of them, so you gotta hurry your buns over there and get one of them if you would like, or 2 or 3. So anyway, you guys, this is Tastes Like Purple. Let's go ahead and give it a swatch. The next indie brand that's going to be at the polish pickup this next Friday is this polish from Northern Star. It's another purple, like I said, but this one's like a lot deeper. It has some red undertones in there. We've got iridescent shifty things and shimmer. So this polish is from Northern Star, like I said. It's called Turn Up the Sweet. And I have tried this brand before. If you guys remember, we looked at one a couple weeks back, I think. And I tried the November one, which was based off of, or inspired by the fandom for Psych. And it was this really cool green with like this gold shimmer in it. And anyway, it was really cool. So I was really excited to swatch this one for you guys this month. And this is described as a purple with gold and blue microflakes and pink shimmer. And it's really pretty, you guys. You'll see in the up close swatching the dimension in this polish, and then that shimmer glowing off the edges is just gorgeous. So this is also going to retail for $10, and there's only going to be 150 of these. Okay guys, so I said that we would pick 5 more polishes for next Swatchfest, so I'm going to pick 5, and then depending on what colors I pick, like if I pick all purples, which is likely, then I'll need to be able to use my eyeballs to pick things to fill out the rest of the colors. So here's my swatch bin. If you weren't here the other week when we did that, it's, you know, it's getting about half full. I did order some polish from Tonic recently and from Polish, P-A-H-L-I-S-H. And then we have the 6 polishes that I got from Polish Pickup. So this will be filling back up. Not that I'm trying to do that. Oh, and also I picked up some more Sinful Colors, you guys. I saw the Valentine's display out, but there were only 3 new ones in there, so I have to see if there's some more I have to track down if we're going to do a review on that. And then the new for 2018 polishes. There were 5 in the display that I found at Rite Aid, but there are some Walgreens exclusive shades, so I have to try to hunt down those if we're going to do a review on that. But if we don't, that means they'll just be going into Swatchfest. So here we go. Ready, ready, ready. Okay, so this is me not looking. I know, you just saw me open my eyeballs for a second and peek. Okay, here's the first one. What does it feel like? Does this feel like an indie? This is, oh good. You guys really wanted to see this. This was a highly voted polish for me to swatch next, but something else barely, sorry about that loud bang, barely beat it out when I asked you guys last month. This is the Fair Month January polish pickup. No, it's not, it's December. And it's so cool because it's this red and it has these really beautifully bright, like purple to blue flakes in there, really bright, among a lot of other things. This is a cool polish, so I'm really excited for that. Do I have pockets? I have pockets. All right, so there's a red. That's good. We already have a red. Let's go to the very bottom. Okay, this is a Sally Hansen. What color do we have? It's purple. Sorry, you guys, it's purple. This is called King of Shadows. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna love this. This is like going nail polish shopping in my own stash. This is a grayed out purple. This looks to die for. I've been wearing Where Are the Sugar Cookies from Moonshine Mani on my toes for over a month. I've just been reapplying it and reapplying it, and when I go to get a pedicure, I just take it. And it's just my jam. I just absolutely am in love with it on my toes because it's almost a neutral, but it's purple. You guys know how I feel about that. But I might actually have to switch it up because that polish, we'll see how the formula goes, but that one was cool. Okay. And I think this is a stashed bottle. No, this is a Pretty Jelly polish. Okay, so I have fallen madly in love with Pretty Jelly, by the way. I got their January polish, so it's in the January polish pickup stuff that I need to swatch. I can't help that there's a lot of purples in here, you guys. I just love purple. I can't help it. Okay, is it purple? It's another mini. Okay, it's not purple, but it is another indie. I hope you guys don't mind. This is called Top It Off. It's from Ever After, and it's gonna be in our neutral spot because this is like a cream. Does that mean I have 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4. Okay, one more. Here's my bin. Here's my bin. Okay. What is this? Okay, this is another Studio M. Hallelujah, $149. Gotta love that price tag. This is called Reticle Gypsy. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Holy cow. It's like a beet red, and you guys all know how I feel about beet red creams. Okay guys, so next up we have our final polish pickup polish to talk about, and this is from Colores de Carol. You guys know I've been swatching her polish pickups ever since I started going to polish pickup. And this is really fun this month, you guys. You're not going to want to pass this up. This is a neon matte glitter with hollow topper. They're circle glitters. They're all circles. Plus it has some iridescent flaky things in there, and scattered silver hollow running all throughout. So this is called Nerd Alert, and it's inspired by the maker's favorite candy, which is Nerds. So this is described as a clear base glitter topper packed with neon red dots, neon purple dots, neon pink, neon green, and neon yellow dots. Also micro hollow glitter, hollow flakes, and crystal chameleon flakes. This is gorgeous, you guys. So much glitter comes out at the first pass. I'm not going to need even more than one coat. And you can wear this over anything. I'm showing it to you swatched over the pink, like that pinky purple we looked at second. But it looks phenomenal over any kind of dark shade, especially black. This is so pretty. This is going to be $11 at Polish Pickup, and there will be no cap. So let's go ahead and swatch it. thing, guys. I know we talk a lot about polish pickup, but it's just such a huge part of my month each month because I love it so much as a consumer and as a maker. I'm involved in it highly in that way too, and then I get the opportunity to swatch a few polishes from other makers. And this next polish, I really wish I had had the opportunity to swatch it for you before the window went live, because I would have told you to purchase this one no matter what. Like, you need this polish. And unfortunately, because it's a limited edition event, there's no like take backsies. If you saw this and were like, no, I don't need this. So chances are, if you saw this, you probably decided you need it. Okay, this is the Emily DeMolly polish. This maker is in Australia. And I showed you guys all of the polishes I got from January on my Snapchat and on my Instagram, and you guys very strongly majority voted this polish. So this, when I pulled it out of my bag, when I got it in my hands, looked different than on the swatch pictures, but not in a bad way, but I was just surprised because this polish is so cool. Okay, so it has this really beautiful like copper to green shimmer running all throughout the base, like a strong shimmer. It's not even a shimmer, it's like a luster, like the glow from within kind of luster. But it's a blue base, so it's got that cool coppery brown base in there, but then a lot of blue to turn it blue. Well, this is just a guess of how it was made, but anyway, that in itself is so beautiful because those two colors go so well together. But the surprising part to me was I didn't notice all these beautiful bright blue, green, shifty, and somewhat holographic sparklies, like micro glitter flaky kind of things running all through. It does leave the nail just a little bit textured and it dries matte basically. But, I mean, a little bit of top coat and you've got magic there. It's so sparkly. It's so pretty, you guys. Like, I can't get over it. That's kind of stinks that I'm recommending so highly something you can't get anymore. That's why you guys need to make sure you go over to Polish Pickup and make sure you're browsing it and looking at everything. If you have FOMO issues. If you don't, if you're just looking at this and you're like, what's the big deal, Phoebe? It's just a polish, like, get over it. It's really pretty cool. Just want to say, I don't want you guys to miss out. So let's go ahead and swatch this. The other really cool thing about this polish is it's a one coater. It's a one coater and it is just so beautifully striking. So many shifty iridescent things with one coat. So it's real cool. Okay, you guys, that is the end of the swatching period. Now we're going to go into the giveaway. So as I said before, I'm going to be giving away 6 polishes from my stash to you, and I choose the winner from the comment section of last Saturday's video. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so in the efforts of saving time, I went ahead and looked it up. We had 186 comments last week, and so I plugged that into my random number generator, and my winner this week is Maggie, and I think it says Larison. Congratulations to Maggie. You are my winner this week, and I'm so happy that you were here for Swatchfest, that you entered, and I'm so excited to talk with you and send you some polishes. So Maggie, I just need you to find my business email down in the description box below. Send me an email letting me know that you saw that you're my winner, and then we'll talk and I'll find out what kind of colors you like and things like that and send off your prize. So Maggie, you also had a question. You said you can't find the name of my other channel. I was talking about my smaller channel last week, and I really appreciate all of you who subscribed to that channel. I wasn't saying that, by the way, so that everyone would subscribe. but I really appreciate it. Anyway, it's just where I upload my music and my vlogs when I ever vlog, which isn't very often anymore. But Maggie, my second channel is just named Phoebe Moon 2. Just super easy. It's just like my first channel with a 2 after it. So thank you, Maggie, and congratulations. And don't forget to comment on this week's video if you want a chance to win. So what is coming up next week? So much. Okay, so first up, I hope you enjoyed my Sephora Formula X D-Stash. There was a few other brands in there, and we did that on, what, Thursday? And then coming up on Monday, I'm going to have my next one for you. It's Finger Paints and China Glaze Active Color. And then after that, I'm going to be loading up my D-Stash, my storenvy D-Stash, which you will always find in the description bar below. I'm going to be uploading everything from the last 3 D-Stash videos, including some kale polish, some ColourPop polish, and anything else that I just kind of feel like putting up there right now. So there's going to be lots to look through, and I did it like that on purpose so that you could kind of have a polish pickup experience and shop from lots of brands. So that will be coming up soon, and I promise I will post on my Phoebe Moon 14 Instagram. That's just my main Instagram account when that D-Stash site goes live. So we're going to do that on Monday. On Tuesday, we're going to be looking, Tuesday or Wednesday, we're going to be looking at the Super Chick Lacquer Love Stinks collection of 3. I have them right here. 3 micro glitter flakies. These are incredibly flaky, shifty, bright. They're beautiful, you guys, these micro glitters. So we're going to be taking a look at those, a live swatch of them. So thank you for being here at this Swatch Fest. I just so appreciate you. I hope that you had some fun, kick back, relax, de-stress time hanging out with me looking at polish. So thank you for being here. I love you guys so much, and I hope you're having a super day, and I hope you go out and conquer the world today. So anyway, I will see you back next time. I'll see you back on Monday, and take care until then. Bye.